Hello everybody, my name is Leo and with this video we'll share and discuss the guitar gear news of the last month. Let's start! First of all, Eventide has released a new updated version of their famous H9, which is called H90. The H9 was a great effect pedal and maybe its biggest limit was that it was not possible to run more than one effect at a time. The new pedal overcame this limitation and now it is possible to run two algorithms at the same time. The unit offers 62 effects with the 52 ported from the H9 Max, with effects like polyphony, prism shift, bouquet delay, headspace, even vibe, wormhole, instant flanger, instant phaser and many reverbs, which are pretty specific effects and of a pretty high quality, with the well-known Eventide timbre, I would say. It also offers the polyphonic pitch shifter with the SIFT technology, SIFT technology, which means spectral instantaneous frequency tracking, that is a trademark for Eventide, as far as I know. You can also run effects in series or in parallel, and we now have an OLED display larger than the one of the H9, which is for sure pretty handy and a nice upgrade. In terms of I/O, it has 4 instrument and line level inputs, so that the H90 can be used with guitars, synthesizers, etc. The price is pretty premium. In fact, you need 1,200 euros or $900 to purchase the H90. Here I'm curious to have your opinions. I mean, considering the price, do you think that the two effects limit is acceptable? Is it derived from the fact that the algorithms are so heavy for the DSP that it is not possible to run more than two at a time, or the limitation is just an Eventide way to force us buying more than one unit if we need more than two effects? Well, I'm asking because the price is pretty close to a Fractal FM3 or a Boss GT1000, which are known for offering very nice effects, and you can load many of them at the same time. Of course, the H90 offers Eventide specific tone trademark, but you really have to be attracted by the Eventide algorithms to pay that premium price, accepting the two effects at a time limit. What's your opinion? I'm curious. Are the Eventide algorithms so precious? Would you buy an H90 over, for instance, an FM3? Please let me know your opinions in the comment section below. Then another news I want to share is that in the last weeks many firmware upgrades have been released. We have the Helix 3.5, the MOOER 4 and the Ampero 4. The firmware 4 for the MOOER GE 300 adds new overdrive and distortion modes, for instance with Friedman pedals, a new auto pan and stereo enhancer effects, and now all the delay effects have been upgraded to stereo delay effects. The Ampero 4, on the other hand, brings new features and some improvements. As regards new features, I would mention new effect pedals also for the Ampero, like the MXR micro amp simulation, or the new pitch shifter, or the new simulation of the Fender Deluxe Reverb, or the Plexi, which are both very welcome. Then we have the I/O leveling meters and the patch quick select added in the main display. As regards Line 6, the firmware upgrade 3.5 brings many new features, but the most important one, in my opinion, is the new and improved cab simulation section. With the previous firmware version, the mic simulation was pretty poor. Basically, we didn't have the possibility to move freely the mic across the cab. This was one of the biggest weaknesses of the Helix, in my opinion. With the new 3.5 firmware, we have now the possibility to run two cabs at a time each with its mic simulation, and we can place the mic across the cab wherever we want. So for instance, now I'm able to have a simulation of the very famous mic couple SM57 and Royer 121, and you can place them independently wherever you want. Now, why this is such a big upgrade for me? Well, I think that the microphone and its place across the cab has a huge impact on our tone. In the analog world, you can drastically change the EQ of your tone just changing the mic types or their position. And I'm used to find my tone in this way, I mean properly placing the mics, and typically just adding a touch of EQ in post. This is the way I typically follow. I choose the mic, I place them according to the EQ I want, with just some adjustment in post. With the previous version of the Helix lacking a decent mic simulation, I was obliged to heavily use the EQ, never been able to find the right tone. I was basically forced to follow an unnatural process, in my opinion. These days are finally ended, and now the use of the Helix is much more natural for me. So thank you Lane 6 for this upgrade, it's really appreciated and brings new life to our Helix and HX line of pedalboard. Then we have two new amps from Friedman, the Little Sister and the Pink Taco version 2. I'm particularly excited by the Little Sister, which is a less expensive version of the Twin Sister that, on the other hand, is a 2 channels and enhanced version of the original Friedman Dirty Shirley. This is a kind of Friedman reinterpretation of the Marshall JTM45, and well, it's an amp I would absolutely love owning. I have the Dirty Shirley plugin for my Apollo X16 and I absolutely love the tone I'm getting. It's one of those times when I start being interested in an amp after having tried the plugin simulation. This is one of those amps that perfectly fit with my playing, and well, maybe one day I will get to one. Now, the Little Sister is a 20 watt amp with 3 12AX7 valves and powered by 2 EL84. It is available in a single channel head or a 1x12 combo, and it delivers the signature British tone Friedman has become well known for. The one channel provides us with everything we need, from sparkly cleans to vintage crunchy tones. It can reproduce many styles of music, from blues to rock and country, also thanks to the combination of the gain and master volumes knob, the S switch which changes the gain structure, and the B switch which is a bright tight switch. The Little Sister, as you may expect, is designed to take pedals very well, like boosts and overdrives, also thanks to its transparent series effects loop. The Little Sister is assembled in Los Angeles, it weighs 22 pounds and 10 kilos, and the price is $1,500 or 1,924 euros. Therefore in Europe it is pretty expensive, but well, prices are ramping up for amps like this, and of course you are paying for one of the most known and respected amp builder in the market, which for sure is Friedman. Let's now talk about the two Notes Revolt. Well, unfortunately the release date has been postponed once more. It was supposed to be released in September, then it was delayed until November, and now I received an email from Two Notes informing me that it has been postponed once again until December. This is what Two Notes wrote me. Due to the ongoing complexities associated with manufacture and shipping in the Far East, we regret to inform you that our new Revolt series are now slated for arrival in December 2022. Well, the first thing that comes to my mind, I made an association of this delayed release date with all the previous firmware upgrade. the firmware upgrades previously mentioned. It seems that it's getting harder and harder for manufacturers to build new products, and therefore they prefer to release new firmware. It happened to the Quad Cortex or the Fractal FM9, which have both been delayed many times. I would say that we have to become patient and patient, but also manufacturers have to learn, and maybe they have to become smarter in planning the release date of their products, considering the delays. And well, it's better to announce that you are anticipating a release date than postponing it, right? Therefore, I would suggest to manufacturers to be more conservative in planning their release date. And then, if things go well, you can announce that you are anticipating a release, especially if you are asking to pay the full price of a product in advance, announcing a specific release date. Please let me know your opinions in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell, as the Revolt will have a lot of space in the channel, and we will share some nice videos as soon as I will receive my unit that I have fully paid back in August. Let me finish this video as always with some music suggestions, just so that we can exchange some nice CD tips in order to discover together new music or discover again old classics. Here you have mine for this video, and of course feel free to suggest yours. This time I would mention the Lari Basilio album Your Love. Well, this is one of those albums that push me to play. I mean, when I listen this music and the beautiful tone Lari achieves, I instantly want to pick up my guitar. Lari is an amazing guitarist and a great composer. She has released 4 albums and I love them all. She's one of those musicians who are able to mix great technique with very memorable riffs and great melodies. I love her, and I really suggest you to listen her work. Thank you, Lari, for your amazing music and great tone. We have now reached the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed, and if you did it, please subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell, and leave a thumb up. It would be of a great help. And of course, you won't miss my future videos. If you're interested in my IRs or in my camper profiles, you can check out the link in the card above or description below, where there is also a link to a playlist of songs of mine. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon in the next video. Bye.